Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Now today we will see this sixth problem. Question is, what number must be added to each of 5, 11, 19 and 37 so that they are in proportion? What number must be added? So as the question is what number must be added, we can say that let x be the number to be added. So once we add, therefore what I will get that this 5 plus x comma this 11 plus x comma this 19 plus x and this 37 plus x. Therefore these are in proportion. Now as these are in proportion, so therefore we know that when ABCD are in proportion, then product of extreme is equals to product of mean. So therefore I can say that therefore product of extreme is equals to product of mean. Okay, you can also say that this upon this equal to this upon this, A upon B equal to C upon D, like that, or directly you can say that product of extreme is equals to product of mean. So therefore extreme means first and last term. So product of this first term, that is 5 plus x into 37 plus x will be equal to 11 plus x into 19 plus x. So therefore this 5 will multiply by 37. So 5 7s are 35, 3 carry, 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 3 it is 18. So 185 plus this 5 multiplied by x is 5x plus this x multiplied by 37 is 37x plus x multiplied by x is x square. This is equals to, now here 11 into 19, so 11 9s are 99, 9 carry, 11 1s are 11 plus 9 it is 20. So 209 plus 11 into x is 11x plus 19 into x is 19x plus x into x is x square. Now this x square and this x square will cancel. So therefore now this 5x plus 37x, so 7 plus 5 12 and this is 42x. I will bring this on left hand side, 19 plus 11 it is 30, so minus 30x is equals to, on this right hand side we have 209 and this 185 I will bring on right, it is minus 185. So therefore now 42 minus 30 is 12, so I will get 12x is equals to 9 minus 5 is 4, then 10 minus 8 is 2 and here 1 minus 1 is 0, 24. 12x is 24, therefore the value of x is 24 divided by 12 is equals to 2. So the value of x is 2, right? Simple. So I will say that 2 must be added. 2 must be added to these numbers so that they are in proportion. So therefore I will say required number is 2. That is 2 I have to add. Now here the next question is, what number should be subtracted from each of the number 23, 30, 57 and 78 so that the remaining are in proportion. Now as the sixth problem you done, there we have to add a number, here we have to subtract a number. So again what I say, I will say let x be the number to be subtracted. Then 23 minus x, 30 minus x, 57 minus x and 78 minus x will be in proportion. So this problem you can solve by yourself. Let us move to 8th problem. If 2x minus 1, 5x minus 6, 6x plus 2 and 15x minus 9 are in proportion, find the value of x. So I have to find the value of x if these numbers are in proportion. So as these numbers are in proportion, product of extreme is equals to product of mean. So here in solution I will say that 2x minus 1 comma 5x minus 6 comma 6x plus 2 and 15x minus 9, these numbers are in proportion. These are in proportion, therefore I will say product of extreme is equals to product of mean. So therefore 2x minus 1 into 15x minus 9 is equals to 5x minus 6 into 6x plus 2. So therefore 15 to the 30x square minus 2 9 the 18 minus 15x plus 9 is equals to 5 6 the 30x plus 5 to the 10 5 6 the 30x square, it is 30x square plus 10x minus 36x and minus 12. Okay, multiplication I think you should do it, no problem. Now this 30x and this 30x we can cancel. So therefore here we have minus 18 minus 15. So 8 plus 5 3, 1 1 2 1 3. So this is minus 33x plus 9, and here we have 10x minus 36x is minus 26x, and here it is minus 12. So do one thing, this minus 33 move on right and this minus 12 move on left. So we get 9 plus 12 is equals to minus 26x plus 33x. So 12 plus 9, it is 21, equal to, here we subtract 13 minus 6, 7, I will have 7x. So 21 is equals to 7x. So therefore the value of x is 21 upon 7 is equals to 3. So the question is find value of x. So value of x is 3. Simple question. Okay. Now here ninth question is, if x plus 5 is the mean proportion of these two numbers, find value x. So x plus 5 is the mean proportion. Okay, solution I will say x plus 5 is mean proportion of x plus 2 and x plus 9. So therefore x plus 2 upon x plus 5 equal to x plus 5 upon x plus 9. Then again you can solve this problem. You have to cross multiply and simplify. So therefore you will get x plus 2 into x plus 9 is equals to x plus 5 into x plus 5, that is x plus 5 the whole square. So therefore here x into x is x square plus 9x plus 2x plus 18 is equals to, here it is x square plus 10x plus 25. Okay, this x square will cancel. 9x plus 2x is 11x. 11x plus 18 is equals to 10x plus 25. Okay, so therefore we have 11x minus 10x is equals to 25 minus 18. So therefore here x is equals to 25 minus 18, 15 minus 8, 7. So x is equals to 7. right? So 9th question. Here the 10th question is what number must be added to each of numbers 16, 26 and 40 so that the resulting number may be in continued proportion. Now 3 numbers are there. You say let x be the number to be added. Then those 3 numbers are in continued proportion, and you know that if a, b, c are in continued proportion, then a by b equal to b by c. So like that you can solve this problem. Now here the next question is find two numbers such that the mean proportion between them is 28 and the third proportion of them is 2 to 4. Okay, so we have to find two numbers. Now this problem is little difficult, I think, because here we have to find two numbers. So let the required two numbers are a and b. Okay, so find two numbers such that mean proportion between them is 28 and the third proportion is 224. Mean proportion is 28. Now mean proportion is 28, so then if two numbers are a and b, so then we can say that then a 28 and b are in continued proportion. Also one more condition is given, then third proportion is 224. Also a, b and 224 are in continued proportion. So from first condition I can say that therefore I can say that a divided by 28 is equals to 28 divided by b. Also a divided by b is equals to b divided by 224. Okay, so therefore here I get equation as AB, a into b is equals to 28 into 28. What I will get? 28 into 28 square of 28. So let us do here 28, 28. 8 8 the 64. 8 2 the 16. 16 plus 6, 22. 2 8 the 16. 2 to the 4, 1 5. This is 4, 8, 7. 784. So a into b we get 784. Also one more equation I am getting over here. So just rub it. Also I will say that 224a is equals to b square. So these are two equations. Now what I can do that I can find the value of a from here and I can substitute in the second equation. So let us consider this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So I will say that from 1 a will become 784 divided by b. So I will say put a equal to 784 divided by b in second equation. So therefore we have 224 into this is 784 divided by b is equals to b square. So therefore this 224 multiplied by this 784 is equals to b cube. So here we have cube of a number and here we have product of two numbers. So better instead of taking product, what we do, we factorize it. We find out what different factors we have. So this 224, if we factorize 224, but 2 to 1 the 2 to 1 the 2 2 to the 4, then this is 2 5 the 10 and then 2 6 the, then this is 2 to the 4 and 2 8 the 16, 28. So here this 2 to 4, I can say that it is 2 cube into 8, and this 784, it is not 8, 2 cube into 28, and this 784 is 28 the whole square. Okay, because 784, how you got 28 into 28, right? Okay, so 28 square. So this is b cube. So you can understand why I have not factorized this 28, because I already getting 2 powers of 28. So therefore here it is 2 cube into 28 cube, and here it is b cube. So therefore when you take cube root, you will get 2 into 28 is equals to b. So therefore 2 8 the 16, 2 1 the 2, 2 to the 4, 1 5. So this is 58, 56. This is 56. 56 is equals to b. So value of b is 56. Now value of b is 56. Value of a is 784 upon b. So therefore a is equals to 784 divided by b, that is 56. This 784 is 28 into 28 divided by 56. This 21 1 the 21 2 the, it is double of it, and then this 2 1 the 2 4 the, so 14. So therefore a is 14 and we get b as 56. So therefore required two numbers are 14 and 56. Done. Okay, this is your question 11. Now this 12th question is, if b is the mean proportion between a and c, prove that ac a square plus b square and b square plus c square are proportional. So this problem, okay, pay attention on this problem. This is little tricky, right? What is given? It is given that b is the mean proportion between a and c. So as b is mean proportion, between a and c, so therefore we can say that a upon b is equals to b upon c. I will say that this is equals to k. Okay, let us assume that this is equals to k. So therefore the value of b will become c into k, and value of a will become b into k. That is b, I can write as ck. So it is ck into k, that is c into k square. So value of b is ck and value of a is ck square. Now we have to prove that ac, a square plus b square and b square plus c square are proportional. Now we have what I will say that now we have to prove that a comma c comma a square plus b square comma b square plus c square are proportional. I have to prove that these are proportional. That is I have to prove that this a divided by c is equals to a square plus b square divided by b square plus c square. I hope you understood how we done this problem. Okay, here the main concept was that you have to assume that this a by b equal to b by c equal to k, and then you first modified the problem. Is what you have to prove. You first modified it in the format which can be solved. Then left hand side and right hand side you find the values and you got the answer. Now the 13th question is, if B is the mean proportional between A and C, prove that AB plus BC is the mean proportional between A square plus B square and B square plus C square. So again, as we have done 12th question, in the same manner you try this 13th question. Now here 14th problem is, if Y is the mean proportional between X and Z, prove that XYZ into X plus Y plus Z cube is equals to xy plus yz plus zx the whole cube. Okay, so the 14th problem, I have given y is the mean proportional. What is given? Y is the mean proportional. If y is the mean proportional of x and z, so therefore I will say that x upon y equal to y upon z, and I will again assume this as k. Okay, now I have to prove. So we have to prove xyz into x plus y plus z the whole cube is equals to xy plus yz plus zx the whole cube. Okay, so now here LHS, we will start with LHS. LHS is xyz into x plus y plus z the whole cube. Okay, so now from here x upon y equal to y upon z, so from here you can write that y is equals to zk, and you can write x is equals to yk, that is z into k square. So I can express y in terms of z, I can express x in terms of z, and z is already in terms of z only. So here x you will write z k square, y you will write z k, z will remain as it is, and this x plus y plus z, again x can be written as z k square, y can be written as z k, and z will remain as it is, and this is whole cube. So here z, you will get z cube, and k square into k is k cube. So z into k the whole cube. And again here you see z I can take common, but as we have cube here, so I will say that z cube is common. And inside bracket I have k square plus k plus 1 the whole cube. This is equation 1. Now RHS. This is LHS. If we talk about RHS, what is our RHS? Right hand side. Right hand side is xy plus yz plus zx. xy plus yz plus zx the whole cube. This is RHS. So now x I will write zk square, into y I will write zk, plus y is zk, into z is z only, plus z into this is zk square, and this is a whole cube. So this is equals to, now this zk square into zk is what? Z square k cube, plus this is z square k, plus this is z square k square, and this is whole cube. This is equals to, now z square k, if I see, I can take common, so this will be z square k the whole cube. into, now here when I take z square k common, so here k square is remaining, here 1 is remaining, and here k is remaining, the whole cube. If you see what we got in left hand side, it is z cube into zk the whole cube. So this you can also separate. You can write as zk the whole cube into z cube, and here it is k square plus k plus 1 the whole cube. This is second. So 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, 1 we got the same expression, 2 we got the same expression. So I will say that therefore from 1 and 2 I will say LHS equal to RHS. Hence proved, right? LHS is equals to RHS. Done. Now this 15th problem is, if x upon a equal to y upon b equal to z upon c, we have to prove that x cube upon a square plus y cube upon b square plus z cube upon c square equal to x plus y plus z the whole cube upon a plus b plus c the whole square. Now again, x upon a equal to y upon b equal to z upon c equal to, you assume as k. Okay, then your x will become ak, y will become bk, and z will become ck. So I am not getting k square term here because they are not in continued proportion. So I can express x, y, z in terms of ABC. Then you find what is the value of LHS and what is the value of RHS. I hope you will get both equal, and thus you can prove it. So try this question by yourself and comment to me. If you feel difficult, you not get the solution, then I will let you know. I will solve this problem. Yeah. So thank you for so now. We will see you in the next class.